Hi, in this video I would like to discuss what a function is, and this is a concept that is really important and will become more and more important in your study of mathematics. We're going to be looking at not only the concept of a function but some of the notation around it in the coming chapter. A function is a correspondence between two sets such that each member of the first set, which we typically call the input, corresponds to exactly one member of the second set, which we commonly call the output. Thinking about a correspondence between two sets, in mathematics we often think of a function as a rule that consistently turns one number into another. We don't have to be dealing with just numbers. So one of the examples that I like to use is the birthday example. So each person corresponds to his or her birthday. Let's think about the inputs as being names of people, right? And the outputs as being birthdays. All right, so my brother George has a birthday on March 30th. And I have a birthday on July 20th. Okay, so I've just listed two inputs and their corresponding outputs. And so I can draw a little arrow, which just represents a correspondence. So George corresponds to March 30th and Emily corresponds to July 20th. Okay, so as is, this is a function because for each input we get only one output, right? Okay, so my Uncle Joel shares a birthday with me. His birthday is also on July 20th. Okay, so is it a function now? Well, let's think about this. If I put Emily into our little function machine as an input, the output would correspond to July 20th, right? And if I put Joel into the function machine as an input, I would get out July 20th. So for each input, I still only get one output. So this is a nice example of a function. You can have two different inputs that correspond to the same output. You just can't have an input that's corresponding to two different outputs in a function. The only thing that would make it not a function is if we had a person that corresponded to two different birthdays. But of course, nobody's going to have two different birthdays, which makes this a good example of a function.